Welcome back to God Didn't Break You podcast, where we're in part 2 of Don't Sell Your Soul for a Platform. Today we're going to talk about when the platform starts controlling you. Yes, let's get right into it. This is your girl, Melissa Michelle, and we're going to go through some strong and emotional discussions on today. First, you chase the platform. Then the platform started chasing you. At first, it was freedom. Post what you want. Share your gift. Build your voice. But somewhere along the way, it changed. Now you're not creating anymore. You're performing. Like I said, don't sell your soul for a platform. Because the real danger isn't just getting a platform. It's when the platform starts controlling how you think, how you live, and see yourself. When creation turns into performance. You used to create with pressure. Will this go viral? Will people like this? Is this enough engagement? Let me remind you of something. Am I now trying to win the approval of human beings or of God? When approval becomes your fuel, burnout becomes your outcome. The algorithm starts shaping you at first. You control the content, then the content starts controlling you. You stop posting what's real and start posting what works. But here's the danger in that. What works online doesn't always mean what's right for your soul. Losing yourself in the process. This is where it gets quiet and dangerous. You start noticing you don't recognize your own voice anymore. You feel anxious when engagement is low. You tie your worth to numbers. You feel empty after posting. But what good is it for someone to gain the whole world, yet forfeit their soul? Because slowly, you didn't just build a platform. You built pressure. When ministry, purpose, or passion becomes a mask, even good things can become heavy when identity gets attached to them. You start asking, who am I if I'm not performing? Who am I if I'm not seen? Who am I if I'm not trending? But your identity was never supposed to be built on attention. God is not in the algorithm. God doesn't move by trends. likes, shares, viral. God moves by obedience. Be still and know that I am God. Sometimes God will pull you away from the noise just to give you yourself back. A turning point. Take your power back. Not every post needs to be strategic. Not every moment needs to be content. Not every silence needs to be filled. Ask yourself, what is costing me my peace? Because if the platform is controlling your joy, it's no longer just a tool, it's a weight. You don't need to disappear from the platform. You just need to reappear as yourself. God didn't give you a voice to lose it in noise. He gave you a voice to carry through, to carry truth, to carry His word. And truth doesn't need to go viral to be powerful. God, help us not to be shaped by pressure or performance. Free us from the need to be validated by numbers. Restore our identity when we feel lost in noise. And remind us that our worth was never tied to a platform, but to you. This week, ask yourself, what controls my emotions? What controls my confidence? What controls my peace? If the answer is a platform, it's time to take your power back. Because God never called you to be controlled by what He only intended you to use. Sometimes the most spiritual thing you can do is disconnect. Not forever, just long enough to hear God's voice again. Long enough to remember who you are. Long enough to stop comparing your life to everyone else's highlight reel. The platform gets loud. God often speaks in a whisper. And if we're not careful, we hear the world more than we hear Him. Have you ever felt like social media was controlling your emotions instead of controlling it? Think about that this week. Look at yourself in the mirror this week and ask those questions. If this episode has helped you in any kind of way, or you know someone that needs to hear this message today, share this episode with them. Follow us on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, and YouTube. Until next time, I'll see you in the next episode. God didn't break you.